Hey, Decathlon Gamer, welcome back to Gladiator Manager. It's episode number 8. We're up against the 7th place side, Novusium. Novusium only has 2 available fighters. Neither one of them are particularly good, though they're not the worst fighters, but they're certainly not very good. And it's a 3v3, so they're actually going to get one of the, I don't know, what you would call it, court-appointed fighters to join the team. Who should be of literally the worst quality, meaning we should have a significant advantage. So we're going to bring in Animatia to get the experience and develop, and then two of our lower quality fighters who are still better than what Novusium have in Teddy and Fred, who are just trying to use up their contracted fights. Okay, nobody has an advantage over anybody else, so it really doesn't matter who. They have the advantage in this one for a change. How did that happen if they have a court appointed? They're not any good, but their leadership is somehow higher than ours. 40 apiece, 14, 15, 31. So yeah, they have more leadership. Well, in that case. Both yielding on the same turn. Quintus, the first one to go down, Fred, actually ended up with a killing blow to the head, fatal stab wound right into the brain, and then the other two both wounded and yielding, so we come out with a very, very dominating win. Unfortunately for that team, they're going to have 0 fighters going forward. Novusium with another loss. Overlava does win though. But with the kill, he actually should come up and equal them on points. Bravery and leadership for Animatia both going +4. Teddy gained some skill as well. 9th place up next. So new league standings with the kill. We are equal on points. We're actually identical on the plus minus. I would give them the edge with more points for than what we have, but apparently we get the edge somehow or another. Move up into 2nd place, and then now just 2 wins behind Novusium. And for our 4v4 match, we're really starting to see, at least down at this level, that if you're struggling, you can be in a world of hurt by this point in the season by not having available fighters. This team only has 4 fighters left on its roster entirely. They have terrible records. Only one of them available for this match, and it's a 4v4, so they're going to have 3 of the court-appointed ones, and that's going to be an easy fight for us. So another quick sim, time-lapse that is. I actually don't get any of them. It's convict 1, 2, 3, and 4. Not a one-hit takeout, but damn near. Just charging in straight off the bat, 433 to the torso in this 1v1 against the 5th place side. And there in the second move, and we get it outclass. Achievement, quick, easy like. Serious stab wound to the stomach. Sorry to you, Vavoom, on that one, but dang. It's nice to have Elia back, by the way. Novusium beat Overlava in their 1v1. That was their top fighter last time we were up against them. And that's going to pull us clear of where they're at in the standings. And there you go. So we are currently 4 points, which is the equivalent of 2 wins off the lead in the league. Novusium still holding on to that, and they did retool a bit, but they are definitely not the same side they were. They were 14, 15-0, and now about 7-3 over their last 10. Meanwhile, we've been pretty dang consistent, winning 4 to every one, 80%. Pretty much throughout. We take a loss here and there, a little less than 1 per round, but all in all, we've been steady, we've been consistent, and our numbers are still there. We've had a couple fighters that served their time and are done, and a couple good ones, and we're not exactly finding replacements right now, but we have depth, and where we have created a replacement is Adnamacia is getting better and better and better. She was our 5th best, and then one finished, and she became our 4th best by default. I'm guessing if we made that comparison, she'd probably be up to about our 3rd best now, just from development. Overlava now 3 points behind. It's not a big gap, but we've gone from behind them to equal with a slight tiebreaker to now pulling clear. Adding those couple kills in the last couple fights also making a difference on that. So we're pretty solidly into 2nd place now. We are very solidly clear of that mid-pack, which is still pretty tight, 32 points to 27 points, 4th through 6th. And then that bottom group is very much struggling to get too many results. Though one of those teams did beat us in one of the head-to-heads, so our 5 losses are not entirely from the top teams. These guys definitely have a lot of okay fighters, so we're not going to mess around. Let's get Adnamacia in there again for experience, and then put Elia alongside as we head into this 2v2. Alright, so if we matched Elia with Froilana, Elia gets an advantage, 25%, but Billy Knish gets the advantage over Adnamacia. Now, Knish is a decent fighter, so him getting to press an advantage with Adnamacia could be a bad scenario for her and get them nearly in equal fight. But Elia is stronger than him either way, and Adnamacia is much stronger than Froilana. So Elia doesn't need that advantage. Elia will have an advantage with Knish. Adnamacia will have an advantage. They both could win individually, but Adnamacia will probably knock out Froilana very early, and then she can come over and help finish off Knish. Or we could just take her out with a deep stab wound in the very first move. Nicely done, Adnamacia. Not a very good start to this fight at all, other than the fact that we took out Froilana immediately. But Knish, that's the first real damage we've inflicted. His morale is a bit lower as a result, his energy is a bit lower, and suddenly we've got a little bit of an advantage. But Elia has not fared well. Animatia was disarmed on her very first move when she stepped in to help. That last one helped, and that gave us a little bit of an advantage, but so far we've really struggled to gain any sort of upper hand. But Animatia is now starting to give that to us with the last two recent moves. Elia, I think, also able to get into the fight now. Yeah, Elia back in a better state. Animatia is continually pushing the advantage that we're picking up, that the one that's engaged is Elia. So we know that if he's going to attack, he's going to attack Elia. So Animatia is just continually getting light blow after light blow in, and it's slowly bringing him down, and now has him in a state of panic. Looks like maybe a disarm. Again, Animatia is disarmed. Double hit, plus he's panicked. I think we're really close to winning this one now. They're both laying it on pretty heavy at the moment. Guy fights on though. He's tough. But that's it. He falls unconscious. Overlava win. Dyrrachium win, but in a close one, 2-1. Animatia improving toughness, bravery, and weapon skill in a good way. That was one of our weaker areas. Also, she's ready to level up. Overlava, next one for us. Animatia now at 4 stars, so really picking it up here with these recent fights. Still not great for this level, but definitely starting to get pretty good. Their top fighter unavailable as of a week ago. They have Ollie here, who looks pretty dang good, but they haven't even used yet, and it's a citizen. So it's not like they're going to lose them from using them. I would imagine they would pick them for this one, but so far they haven't. Genovese, who they have picked multiple times and has won quite a few fights, also available and looks pretty dang good. So 2 good fighters. From there, their typical pick seems to be Cornelia, 4-0 slave, just 6 left. But Cornelia, we definitely would have an advantage over, or Marcus could be another choice. But whatever their third choice is, unless they even don't pick one of these top 2, their third choice is definitely going to be weaker than whatever we can pick. We're going to go for the best we can get today because it's Overlava. It's the penultimate time we face Overlava, and this will finish the 3rd set of matches against every team. We'll have just 9 matches left on the season, and that's that last time through everyone, which means we'll finish the season with Overlava in our final match. So once this one's done, we're getting down to that last quarter of the season. So Elia, obvious first choice. We're looking at either Izzy, who has 2 fights left. And I'm trying to think. Let's see. It's going to be 2 more. We're going to have a 1v1 with Dyrrachium. It's probably not the scenario I want right now, other than that Elia is pretty good, obviously. Let's see, Animatia or Rita Vicious. Rita Vicious is definitely one of our choices and has 5 fights left, so we will use Rita Vicious this time. And then Animatia could be a choice, or is she still just the 4th best? Can almost see both of them on the screen at the same time, but right now Izzy is looking the stronger in almost every category. Yes. So let's use Izzy for this one. Based on how that's all set up, next time we face Overlava, we're probably going to use Izzy's last fight for that one and save her otherwise. Because the 1v1 will not be Izzy territory, that's Elia territory. Oh, they've brought a team to lose. They brought a team to lose. Look at that. 18 agility with an old fractured skull. Oh, this will be easy. Okay. I don't think it matters who we match up with. They will have an advantage here, so maybe we should just take that. Oh no, it's Retarius there either way. So they're going to have an advantage somewhere, no matter what we do. 2 Retariuses versus 2 Gladiators. There's no way that I can get away from it. Oh, I think we just cut her leg off. We win. We get an achievement. We absolutely crushed them in that one. 0 hits. Just a single attack, which was defended. They were on the defensive, but they could not block. That is amazing. But at the same time, it was clear on paper we had an advantage over Overlava, and so they opted to save the lives of their fighters for another day when they can match up against a team that they actually can beat. So like we have done a couple of times this season where we intentionally went out with the weak team. We've done that 2 to 3 times. So of our 5 losses, 2 to 3 of them we're clearly going to lose this thing. And that's what they did. That's what they did there. And Dyrrhachium goes down as well. Visantio, I believe the 4th place team, picks up the win against Dyrrhachium 3-1. Agrippina was out there in that fight. That is their strong fighter. You can see the 9.37 rating there. Agrippina, their strong one, hopefully. She picked up a minor injury and will be out for our fight coming up here in a couple of weeks. New recruits available, and we absolutely now have a change in what is to come with some options. Our older fighters are definitely dropping off. Sirmium's going to be an easy one for our 4v4, it looks like. But on the league front, we are now just 3 points behind Dyrrhachium, though they did pick up a point in a kill. Not sure when they did that. They just lost their fight 3-0. Little confused by that. We do have the advantage, the 4-, so at some point along the way here, that could be a factor, as things are pretty tight, as we now have just 9 matches to go for the season. One more time through all of the teams. The next team up has just 3 wins on the season, but it's a 4v4, so we're looking at train up Adnemetia level probably for that one, and then Elia for that next fight in a 1v1 versus Dyrrhachium. That's a big fight, because if we can win that one, we're right on their heels and a chance to win the league in our opening season. Lose that though, we're probably too far back. So the next episode will probably be the decider for who's going to win the league this season. And Dyrrhachium still have quite a few choices. Elia's a good one, but she has lost before. New recruits. Let's go ahead and check that one out before we wrap this episode up. Gil Medley doesn't look too bad, but we'll pass. Another Zaneda, a young one, but only a 3-star potential. Latoyas, 2.5, and no cost. Maybe. 7 fight sentence. 2.5 stars is definitely better than some of what we have. At 38, though, he's going to decline a little bit. I like the no cost part, though. We'll bring him in. Looks no good. Another free one, but 17 fights. 28, definitely younger. Be around a bit longer. Not sure where he's getting his 2.5 stars from, if he's non-existent in leadership and discipline and poor in agility. Kitty, $3. Another 2.5 star. It's the week of 2.5 stars, but also another one with a long sentence. I like the short sentence. That's why we picked up that one, who happened to be... This could be something here, but 36. Not a fan of the age. They tend to go the wrong direction. So I think we'll take just the one. I mean, we are looking at better than, like, say, Teddy, who I can't get rid of unless they're wounded. All right, well, we added one recruit for the first time in half a year. Not exactly a great one, but certainly better than some of the options we have, and won't have to be around too long with a short sentence. So we've gone from 3rd to 2nd place in this episode. We've also put some distance on us to Overlava, just beating them that penultimate time. We're now into the final quarter of the season, and we're just a couple matches away from Dyrrhachium. The next match should be a quick, easy one, but then the big fight, Dyrrhachium on the way. And again, they are not the same team they once were. They've had 4 losses in their last about 12. So after undefeated and only ever even having one fighter knocked down, they're about 20-20 now. They've won more than they've lost, but or 25-20, whatever it is, it's pretty close to they're struggling. Could be our time. Could take advantage. We did see the potential for that coming, and so far things have played out as predicted. Let's see if that continues in the last stretch. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.